Sri Sharda Devi and her Divine Play, Chapter 12, page 189. A thick layer of earth was laid on the roof of Neelambar's house, and 4 blazing fires of dried cow dung cakes were lighted in a square 7.5 feet apart from each other. Holy Mother recalled, "Sometime after the master's passing away, I often had a vision of bearded sannyasin who asked me to perform the Panchatapa ceremony. In the beginning, I didn't pay any heed to it, and moreover, I was unaware of what the Panchatapa was. But when the sannyasin insisted, I asked Yogin Ma about it. She said, 'Well, mother, I shall perform it with you.' Arrangements were made for the Panchatapa ceremony at Neelambar Babu's house in Belur. Blazing fires of dried cow dung were lighted on 4 sides, and the scorching sun was overhead. After a morning bath in the Ganges, I approached the fire and found the flames up. I was seized with a great fear, and I wondered how I could enter the area and remain seated there until sunset. After repeating the master's name, I entered the area surrounded by fires. It felt as if they had lost their heat. Thus, I practiced this discipline for 7 days. As a result, my fair complexion became like black ashes. After that, I never saw that sannyasin anymore." Holy Mother related another vision regarding the Panchatapa practice. "While I was in Kamarpakur, I saw with my physical eyes a girl of about 11 or 12 years old, like Radhu. She wore an ochre cloth and Rudraksha beads around her neck, and her hair was dry and shaggy. She accompanied me wherever I went. After I performed the Panchatapa ceremony at Neelambar Babu's house in Belur, that girl disappeared. I never saw her again." The external fire of the Panchatapa relieved the burning anguish within that Holy Mother had felt since the master's passing, and she felt an inner peace. Years later, when a devotee asked her about the Panchatapa, she said, "Yes, it was necessary. Parvati, the Divine Mother, practiced the austerity to obtain Shiva as her husband." Then she added, "I performed this austerity to set an example for others. Otherwise, people would say, 'What is extraordinary about her? She eats, sleeps, and moves about like ordinary people.'" When an intimate disciple wanted to know the real reason that she went through this ordeal, she said, "My child, I went through it for the sake of all of you. Can you practice austerities? This is why I had to do it." Holy Mother always felt the Master's presence wherever she lived. When she was in Neelambar's house in Belur, she had a vision. It was a moonlit night. She was seated on the steps leading to the Ganges, looking at the full moon reflected in the waves of the sacred river. Suddenly, she saw Ramakrishna come from behind and proceed swiftly to the river. As soon as he touched the water, his body dissolved in it. Later, Holy Mother described this incident. "I looked at the phenomenon with my mouth wide open, in utter amazement. All of a sudden, Naren also appeared, I don't know from where. Crying victory unto Ramakrishna, he took some water in his hands and began to sprinkle it upon innumerable men and women gathered around. Immediately they attained liberation. This vision was imprinted on her mind so deeply that she could not bathe in the Ganges for some days. She said, This Ganges is the body of the Master. How can I touch it with my feet? This experience finally convinced her that Ramakrishna's physical death did not mean that he had ceased to exist. He had been incarnated to fulfill a cosmic purpose, and she must also contribute her share to accomplish it. Jai Ma.